it's Angela, and you are listening to your weekly guidance. This reading is for July 2nd to July 8th. Let's see what it is that the guides have in store for us. All right, so we are starting out with the Justice card. This is all about right and wrong. This is about things being wrapped up one way or another. If you're waiting for an answer, if you're waiting for legal things to wrap up, if or even start, they just correct it. So again, momentum, I guess, with legal proceedings, as well as financial decisions, as well as contracts, that type of thing. It is also important for you to it's almost like you're taking this time as well and going within and asking, okay, how do I want to proceed? How's my life feeling? And it's kind of like, am I on the right track or not? So there is almost this assessment coming in as well for you this week, where there is that reflection coming in and going, okay, how do I want to proceed? How do I want to move forward? Okay. And I think that that is also important. There is this seemingly common thread of we want to choose intellect through this experience versus emotions, okay? Because there is this feeling that it can be emotionally charged, but it is not personal, or it's business, or there is this understanding of that's the way that this has to work out, okay? So again, we want to feel our emotions and process them, but to hold our integrity. And especially if we're in negotiations or we're in communications, that we want to be using our intellectual self versus our emotional self, just in this experience. We also have the world card coming out. Okay. So this is great. This is positive. This is showing us that we have good things coming in. And the card itself says a brilliant success, a time for joyful accomplishments and spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself. And I love this. And it's almost like you're allowing yourself this, right? You're kind of like, okay, I'm going to let myself feel what I need to feel, do what I want to do, be what I want to be, change what I want to change, without that criticism of, oh, I better not, or oh, I shouldn't, or oh, how is that going to look? So we do have positive things coming in. The eights are coming through strongly as well. So again, eights are angel numbers that remind us that we are exactly where we need to be in our path. So I'm really happy to see that validation coming in. Now, you may find yourself this week as well having a hard time making decisions. One, don't forget we are in full moon energy. We have that full moon on Monday, and it seems pretty intense. So we want to keep that in mind, and keep that in mind when we're in communications. It feels like that is affecting our communications a lot this week. But there is this strong feeling coming in of, listen, you need to listen to your intuition. You need to give yourself that time. You need to allow yourself to have this voice within yourself, because it is your guiding light in this life. Okay. So the card itself says being unable or unwilling to make a decision. Follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy, pretending like there is no problem or over analyzing the problem. So there is this strong feeling of, go within, let your intuition help you make this decision, and then make it the decision and take it off the table. There is no need to be going back and forth and driving yourself insane with the woulda, shoulda, couldas, or the what ifs. There is this feeling of your intuition is loud and clear. I feel like you already know, like your intuitive self has already spoken, right? And you are kind of hesitating on moving forward with it. So there is this feeling of like, it's time. It's time. And then it says, look, enjoying the fruits of your labor. So this is showing that you're getting to a peaceful place where you're going to allow yourself. You may even be having days off this week. Maybe they're the holiday. Maybe you're on vacation. But it says, enjoying the fruits of your labors, hard work that has led to a beautiful life. Buying yourself something special, and allowing yourself to be happy and successful. And there is this feeling of contentment. Now, what's interesting is that there are still a million things that could be done. Don't worry about it. Allow yourself this contentment. Allow yourself to kind of rest and relax. Leave the dishes till tomorrow. We all know the dishes aren't going anywheres, right? Giving yourself that break and allowing yourself to just kind of be, right? Even if there's other things that could be done, even if there's other things that are waiting for you to get to, let them wait, because there is this strong encouragement of allowing yourself to have this time, have this day, have this afternoon, have this experience, whatever it is. Okay. Now, there is the awakening card coming in. This is again a temporary pause for reflection and insight. So you are again carving out that time to go, okay, how am I happy? How am I feeling? What do I need? How do I want to proceed? Maybe we are thinking about job changes. Maybe we're thinking about how we're going to spend our summer. Maybe we're thinking about, 6 months goals. But there is almost this reassessment feeling coming in within this week as well. So you may be just kind of doing an overhaul check in of, what do I want? How am I feeling? What am I lacking in? How can I give myself that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Now there is this feeling as well as, yeah, let's make some plans, but don't stay in plan mode too long. Sometimes what happens is when we're staying in that planning mode for so long, we tend to almost like talk ourselves out of it, or we miss that energy ride that comes along with it, right? So the card itself says plan carefully before taking action, but then get going. All right. So we don't want to be missing out. We don't want to be losing the energy behind it. We want to be utilizing this energy, and that there is no need to wait for perfect timing, right? You want to do what feels right for you. It may not be perfect, but it still feels like it's the right time. Then it is the right time. Okay. There's also strong presence from the divine this week. I feel like we talked about it last week in one of the daily cards on my Facebook page, Psychic Medium Angela McClellan, where our loved ones in our divine team have been really amping up the signs and symbols. That continues this week as well. So you'll be getting your dragonflies, you'll be getting your butterflies, your feathers, your dimes, your visitations, your synchronicities. Everything is really amping up. And I think it's because there is this feeling of like we really need it, right? We really need it at this time. So trusting within your divine, trusting that they are by your side day in and day out as you go through this lifetime, that your loved ones are forever with you, that they are never far at all, even though we cannot physically see them. They are alongside of us every minute of every day. We also have the wishes come true card comes out. So this is again positive. And this is them saying, like, we are helping you. Don't feel like you're in it alone. I know that there's days where you're just like, oh my God, I can't hack it, or I feel so lonely, or like, where's my support? They are saying, here I am, and they're going to validate it for you, and they're going to make sure that you know that they're there. Wishes come true, your dreams become reality, a magical time in life, good fortune, faith in the universe that all is well. Okay. We definitely want to allow this to come in. There is this feeling of a little bit of that Debbie Downer energy coming in that may be resisting these good things coming in, or maybe we're being a little bit overcritical of the signs and symbols from the other side. Yeah, you may be able to poke holes in how your sign came to you, but that's not like the divine brings to you what it is that they need. There's only so many ways they can bring what they need to you, right? It's the fact that it comes in and the timing that it comes in, right? And I think that's so important. And I'll use an example that I say in my sessions all the time. When they give me my sign and symbol, that you smell them, right? I always say you smell them either when there is no source of that smell, but also if you walk by someone at the grocery store and they smell like mom, that also counts, right? Our brain will go, oh, she wears the same perfume as mom, or soap or shampoo or whatever the smell is. But how many people do you walk by in a run of a day that you do not smell? So it's the fact that you smell it is the sign and symbol. Okay. And I think that that's important. So let's talk about feathers. Well, someone will say, oh, well, I have a down filled duvet upstairs. But the fact that the feather came in today of all days, at this time of all times, downstairs, even though the duvet is upstairs, you can put it, you can be like, oh, it must have traveled down on the dog or the cat, or this is all the energy that we spend into discrediting the signs and symbols. But it's the timing, it's the fact that it came in when it came in. It's the fact that the feeling that you get when you see it, right? And so it is more complex than we experience. Yes, you could dismiss it away, but don't. Allow magic in your life. Allow good things in your life. Allow validations in your life. Allow gifts, allow joy, allow compliments, because it all holds positive, loving energy, right? And every time we dismiss it, we are literally shooing away love. And we are already lacking in that in this life. We do not want to be shooing away love anymore. So allow yourself to have this. You're not silly, you're not a sucker, you're not a fool for believing in it, for trusting in it. You are allowing yourself to have a loving experience and to absorb this loving energy that was sent to you from another realm. All right. Okay, so this is your day or your weekly guidance. I'll be back next Sunday. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and say thank you to the divine for all those signs and symbols that they give you. See you then.